Man, it's been a long last 14 days. So for some of you guys that might not know or just watching this video for the first time, I no longer work for Swift. I now work for a company called Orozco. I'm still trying to learn how to say the name correct. I will put their phone number down in the description. You can also reach out to me by email and just let them know that you came from my YouTube channel. Now, I'm going to be redoing their training program, and I'm going to be modeling it more along the lines the way that I taught my students back when I worked with Swift. Their program that they have, it is what it is. But let's talk about real numbers, because honestly, that's what matters. If you're out here on the road having a nice truck, this is a nice truck. There's a few things I don't like about it, but I'll do a video on that later. I kind of want to use the truck, get some more miles in it, and then really come to my personal conclusion on that. So we'll wait a little bit more miles. Now, I got some notes here, a lot of notes here. Actually, these are not really notes. This is all the loads I've been doing. I've been keeping track of them. So this company sends you all the information by either text message or by email. There's no computer or Qualcomm or anything in this truck. They give you a tablet that's purely for e-logs, and that's it. So writing it down and having it all in one place is quite useful, and I'm using that to help with the basis of this video. So if you see me looking down, I'm just double checking my notes to make sure I have accurate information. Accurate information. So I flew out to this company on the 29th of last month. I actually didn't start working until July 1st. Today is July the 14th. It's the end of the day for me. So 14 days. 14 days. I've already gotten paid for 1 week. That was from, I didn't write that down. From July 1st to that Monday, whatever the following Monday was. I believe it was the 5th. Yeah, the 5th. So 5 days. I did 3,146 miles in 5 days. Now, because I have, over 2 years of experience, I'm getting 75 cents a mile. So my gross check came out to $2,425 for 5 days of work. Now, there's a few adjustments. They subtracted $36 for something, but they gave me $100. I don't know if that's part of orientation or something. I don't know. I didn't think to ask that when I was at the orientation, but plus or minus 60 some odd dollars, I still got $2,400.25 for 5 days of work. Now that is pre-tax. This is a 1099 company, so you're gonna have to work with a CPA. I do know really good CPA, so if you don't have one, hit me up. I can get you in touch with somebody. But even pre-tax, $2,400 for 5 days, that's not bad at all. But here's what's sad. I could have made more. So July 1st was midweek. I didn't even get a full week. And then on top of that, I went home on July 5th. Went home July 5th at, it was in this book here, 21:40. So I had a full day on the 5th. I think I had like an hour or so left. But I had a full day on the 5th. And I didn't go back out until the 7th at 1200. So I was home for 2.5 days. In a couple hours. So I went home for 2 reasons. One, to get my puppy. She's right there, by the way. and to get all my stuff. So, no, actually, I don't even have all of it, because I kind of screwed up. I got 2 houses. I'm going to be getting rid of one of them. That's a mess and a half. That's a different video, though. But, so I got some of my stuff. So I went home, 2.5 days, went back out on the 7th at 1200. I went to Weatherford, then, Grand Prairie, Weatherford, and then Loveland, Colorado. And then from Colorado, I went to Albuquerque over to AMI, Arizona. I don't know how you pronounce that. All the way to Kentucky, to Little Rock, on my way back to Colorado. So I think I'm going to be going back to Arizona to pick up that copper where I was live and I was kind of like showing that mountain pass. I think I'm going to be going back through there. So if I do, I'm going to try to get some more pictures. That was absolutely beautiful. Really awesome going over there. But 5 days, made $2,400. But let's talk about where I'm at right now. Because like I said, today is the 14th day I've been with this company. On the truck right now, okay, I will show you. So that way you guys know that I'm telling you guys the truth. This truck was brand new. 8,107 miles. I think I only put on, I think when I got the truck, I had like 15 miles on it. I don't remember. So 15 miles, I'm not even going to worry about subtracting 15 miles. But 8,100 miles in 2 weeks. And this company pays you for all miles. So that's 4,000 miles a week averaged over the last 2 weeks. Mind you, I took, some time off. I still had time on my clock too. On that first, reset. I'm out of hours now. I'm running on recaps tomorrow. But, like, that's a lot of miles, guys. Just subtracting out what I did last week, what I got paid out for, so the 3148, this week, or this 70-hour clock, I did 4,959 miles in 70 hours. Wow. Me doing miles like that at the Walmart account, that would have been, with a student, a week and a half. With a student, a week and a half. So, and I'm getting paid a lot more here. So, my first initial impression, I'm going to make a lot more money here. So, still nervous about the switch. And with it being a 1099, I got to do some tax planning. Like I said, I got to come up with a whole new plan from what I was originally thinking. But that's a good problem to have in my situation right now. So, I still have, I don't know how many miles from where I'm at right now to Colorado, but it's like 600. Then I'll be doing a 34. And then in the next 2 weeks, I want to see if I could average another 8,000 miles or more. Now, me doing that 8,000 miles in this 2 weeks, I don't feel like I broke my back doing it. This company, they're giving me some really good miles. I think my shortest mile was 400, and it had like 50 miles of empty or something like that. And that was like my first run. And that one really sucked, by the way, because the load had shifted. The company that loaded it just did a kind of like a bad job, which caused me to be late, which caused me to be late on my next pickup. And so it kind of had a little bit of a domino effect. So I probably could have gotten more miles in on that first week. But you know what? I had the same problem even at Walmart. I would have a load that would shift, pallets getting knocked over. I think I've showed some pictures of that or some video footage of it. It was like almost an everyday occurrence. Thankfully, in the last 2 weeks, I only had that happen once. So the amount of time that I would have to spend in a store compared to this, I'm making a lot more money per hour spent than I did at the other company being a mentor. So I'm doing mentor level checks here being solo. And as I said in my last video, I am going to go mentor here as well. It's just a matter of getting it all set up, trying to find out exactly the way that this company wants everything ran. There's a few things that are different. I'll be doing some videos on that later, but I just had a lot of questions about the money. And you know what? I'm the same way. Show me the money. And I saw the money. And it was paid out on time. So that was another question that a lot of people had with smaller companies. You may not get paid out on time. I was paid on time. I really liked that. It was 75 cents. I didn't have to go looking for it. So, some really awesome checks, or check. And then for my Patreon supporters, if you're watching this far, you're going to have the full access to my pay stubs. Unedited, raw, it is what it is kind of thing. To you guys that are Patreon supporters, you will get, I don't want to say glimpses of it, but I'm not going to sit there and share every single paycheck. What we'll be doing, though, is talking about my mileage. So you can conclude, how much money I'm making. But the pay stubs show you where I've been, how many empty miles, how many loaded miles, and yada, 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 yada. It breaks it all down for you. So that's going to be a benefit for the Patreon guys. I'm going to be working on that when I get my laptop back. Actually, not back. I'm not going to get it back. The Uber driver flat out stole it. So I have to buy another one. So, I had a Love's call. I had to get a tire changed. So, I don't remember where I left off at. But I think I covered all the important ground. So, I'm just going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, it is right down there below. Hit that bell icon. And if you'd like to, support me and help make more content like this, like I do have to buy another expensive laptop, support me on Patreon. I really do appreciate it. And you get some pretty cool perks with that. So, with that, I'm going to go to bed. Have a good one. See you guys later.